So I was going to give a full timeline, but I'm going to be brief because I want to get to the two clips. When it comes to this men and women debate and stuff, it hasn't been going on all time and stuff like that in mass. You know, the female and male debate shows is something relatively new. And before we got to these debate shows, you had Kevin Samuels. He pretty much was the genesis of this type of content. But Kevin Samuels comes from the black community. And in the black community, I could tell you the 50-50 conversation is a conversation that became widespread online amongst us in the mid to early 2010s. So with that, we've gotten into a place where we're having more debates than ever, more hypothetical relationship discussions than ever with women. And it's hit the white community. It's hit everybody at this point in America and even overseas in Europe and stuff like that. You know, Pearl monetized it. So the point that I'm going to make today is that debating with these women and even having these discussions in some cases is a waste. I'm going to watch two clips. We're going to go over two clips and it's going to be 2 points. So bear with me through this first clip. I'm going to try and condense it, but just bear with me. This is going to be the first reason. It's only going to be two things going on as far as these two clips. So let's watch the first one.
Yeah, because I've heard a lot of demands and holes and love and romance. I'm just curious, like, what is it that you bring?
Okay, are we going to talk about materialism or are we going to talk about some like deep, like emotional?
What are the redeeming qualities that exist within you that men desire, that would want to invite you into their life and take you on as a girlfriend, a wife, or even adopt your twin daughters?
That's like going really far. That's like kind of my like red flag because
Sure.
in order to
But
like,
what are the qualities that you bring to the table is what I'm asking.
Why would a guy be with you?
why would I? Okay, first of all, I'm a very dedicated mother. Like I'm really involved with everything that I do with my daughters.
How does that benefit me as a man? You're 42. You can't have any more kids. You've already got kids. Why is that a benefit to me?
Well, I'm. Who said that I'm going to give you kids?
That's the point that I'm making.
Good
I'm
point.
going to give you kids. I'm not entering a relationship to have a baby. Maybe I just want a companion.
I know, but you're
But
talking
Yasmin,
about
the
being a
question
great
is,
mother.
Yeah.
How is that a benefit to me as a man?
Okay, first of all, I don't.
Like, there's no benefit to me as a man. Like, do you understand that?
Yes, I understand that, but that's kind of like you speaking from your own point of view. Are we talking about you or men?
No, I'm asking you, what is it that you bring to the table when it comes to a relationship? The first thing that you went to is, I'm a wonderful mother.
Yeah.
Those
And
kids aren't mine. You're not going to bring me any new kids. There's no benefit to that story.
that
So
matters a lot because you have even brought the example at the very beginning of the show, which I paid attention. You said a lot of the women bring men home and introducing their kids with the men. That's something I will never do until I get married to somebody else. I'm very, very clear on that.
okay, so
You are not going to see my child until I really for sure know that you are seriously
got it.
involved.
No, but I'm asking what you bring to the table, Jasmine.
I bring,
You're
how
very
are you?
nurturing, compassionate. You're
So I want to say this before I get into this. I do not mean to be condescending, rude, or anything like that, but it is very hard for me to say this any other way. I really tried to pinpoint exactly what was going on, but I'll say this in a way that I can, a palatable way, I guess. The first issue, as far as having these discussions with women, is that you will run into a lot of women who are not the brightest. You'll run into some women who are not that competent. You'll run into some who don't have logical arguments. You'll run into some who will use ad hominems and try and use, what do you call it, deflections and things of that nature. So when it comes to that, it can be boiled down to just low tier communication, like, just not really good with logic and things of that nature. We'll just say that. When it comes to the woman that was on the screen, she had to be asked the same question over 8 times, probably 10, probably 12. I did not count. She had to be asked the same question multiple times with her being asked that same question. She didn't answer it she answered it one time and the answer was bad. Then while being explained why the answer was bad, she then gave more nonsensical, like, this is not beneficial to a man. Oh, what makes you think I want to have kids with you? That has you wanting to have kids with me. That takes it to an even. Why would you say that you're a good mother as far as how you could benefit a man? Then in the next sentence, what makes you think I would have a kid with you? It's nonsensical. It's nonsensical. I don't have to go deep on this. If you do a lot of debates with women, you'll have a lot of moments where you're like, what? What? Are you serious? Are you serious? And if you watch Fresh and Fit, you see a lot of that. I'm not going to lie, and I'm not going to hold back on this one because Myron goes crazy on his guests and shit like that. They have a lot of idiots on there. But in some of the women's defense, they do get drunk and party. And even then, he's getting party girls and stuff like that in most of the cases. He's not trying to get quality women. So you can expect airheadedness from a party girl. You could expect that. Let's move on to the next one.
Okay, here, let me demonstrate it for you. So that you know that I'm telling the truth. Hang on. Can 2 plus 2 ever not equal 4?
Like, if I were to, like, think about the logic of math, maybe there's someone who could come up with that.
Can 2 plus 2 ever not equal 4?
By the rules of math, probably not. I don't know. Do you guys?
And the rules of math would be an extension of logic, right?
Well, life isn't exactly like math.
Unless there was missing information.
Yeah. But
like
I just want to make sure that we're clear that there can be no your math, my math, right? There cannot be
unless there was missing information.
You have a math where 2 plus 2 does not equal 4, and I have a math where 2 plus 2 does equal 4. 2 plus 2 has to equal 4, right?
Unless there's missing information,
What?
Because 2 plus 2, if there's missing information in the middle.
What do you mean? No,
Yeah,
it literally,
two
there is no,
threes
what
plus
missing
2
information?
threes. If there's missing
The
information.
question is,
yeah.
2 plus 2 equals 4.
Yeah.
So what would be an example of missing information?
That would be like.
2 plus 2 plus 3?
No. That would be if
2 plus
was-
parentheses 2 times 2 parentheses plus 2 equals 4?
That would be, it would be illogical if you were
Into the
talking
mic,
about-
please. Can you
Yes. So
Thank you.
2 plus 2 could not equal 4 only if there was missing information.
what missing information?
If the 2
Give
was
us an example.
Okay. If the 2 was referring to another group. So if you're saying
So A plus B equals 4.
no.
Okay, so what's... Sorry, go ahead. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just
Okay.
I've never heard this before. So
Okay.
please, just try to explain.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sorry.
mean, I agree 2 plus 2 always equals 4 if you don't have any missing information. But
what-
if you have
Okay,
missing
what-
information,
So assuming that you
Yeah.
have all the information, I understand
Okay.
what you're saying. You're saying that
Yes.
2 could be a representative of some other category that is not 2,
True.
right? But if 2 is a representative of some other category which is not 2, then it is no longer 2, correct?
then it's no longer 2.
Yeah,
but
then it's no longer the same question. So assuming
that's
that
true,
the
but I
category
think
2
talking to her point, what she's saying is that there's missing information. When you guys talk about this question about man versus bear, there's missing information. Like, you guys are putting it up to like make fun of women for feeling like bad about feeling scared of a man. That's what I hear when I hear the question. You
Yeah,
know?
but that's just
And,
feelings.
Okay,
That's
well,
not-
I'd like
it's
to
not the
finish
intent.
if it's possible. So I think that
Now, this is the second point. When I seen that clip, I was going to do the video on this clip itself, but I was like, you know what, because I seen the Rich clip. I was like, let me give him some substance. Let me give him some more. But this right here is what really inspired this video. In a second issue with this is you were going to have disingenuous, bad faith, hostile debates. That's what it's going to be. Bad faith, disingenuous, and hostile. And what happens when you are having a debate on those terms? People that this is the thing. Like, these chicks are not the chicks right here. They're not dumb chicks. They are not dumb. But at the end of the day, they refuse to concede on any type of point because they are headstrong and they are very biased in their opinion. Now, they know what Andrew likes to do. They know Andrew likes to draw parallels and then do setups and things of that nature. He likes to make analogies and et cetera, et cetera. So they don't want to. They don't even want to feed into his analogy. They don't even want to feed into the parallel that he's trying to draw, to the point that they cannot even admit that 1 + 1 always fucking equals 2. That is, I don't give a fuck if you're a mathematician and you get in the comments and say, well, no, if you get the isosceles, suck my cock. I don't even talk like that on this channel. Fuck you. Fuck you. If you get in here and try and do some mathematician, well, you know, you are not a scholarly arithmetic. Fuck you. 1 + 1 equals 2. 1 + 1 equals 2. What the fuck are we talking about? When you are on a panel and you're having a debate about the bear and the man, and a man says, does 1 + 1 always equal 2? That's a good temperature check. Even though Andrew is like, he's cool and he doesn't take any of this any type of way. Like, he's completely detached. But that's a good temperature check to see, okay, all that's going on is you're going to disagree with me by any means because I'm on the opposing side. This is not a good faith debate to where you're going to even concede on 1 + 1 equaling 2. You're not going to give any ground at any point for anything. So what that shows me is that you are willing to go against facts and logic because of how you feel emotionally, and you'll use any means to do that. Because look at the end. She started talking about missing information with the bear. Listen, that's the bigger overall context of the conversation. I get that. But the man just asked somebody else if 1 + 1 is always 1. And then you come in with some fucking Chinese arithmetic bullshit talking about missing information. And it blows motherfuckers' minds because how the fuck can you not agree that 1 + 1 equals 2? How the fuck can you not agree on that? So like getting out of that specific clip, getting outside of that specific clip, I have been in debates and chicks will say anything. And this is the thing. And I've noticed this a lot, like just looking through social media. One moment on a social media post, you'll see chicks say something and it's a controversial take. It's one belief, one view, right? But then when something else comes up, they say something that contradicts what they said in that other post months ago. Now, this post isn't exactly what I'm talking about, but it just shows a woman contradicting herself on social media. And it's a hot one right now, so I'm going to go over it with you right now. So the one that's going right now, she said, you disrespect the mother, you lose access to the kid. Simple. You see how ridiculous that is? We don't have to break that down. But in 2020, because it's 2024 right now, in 2020, she said, so many kids grow up thinking they had a deadbeat dad. Whole time, they just had a very bitter mother. Those two things contradict themselves because you're pointing that out that, you know, bitter mothers keep their kids away from the dad because of their feelings. Not because he's a bad dad, but because of the mom's feelings. And then what are we talking about today, present day? Because of your feelings, you're going to keep him away from the kid. It's very contradictory. And you contradicted yourself in the past, in the present. That's just what it is. So let me know your thoughts about, you know, what I said today. I'm out.